remember this magazine? And I asked you guys to vote on what salads to make. Cranberry pear. This salad right here is the winner. And I want to kind of let you guys know, like, salads in general, like, they represent a lot of purification. Like, what needs to go? We need to let go. We need to be in a place of letting go. So when you crave a good salad, also salads are also good for processing. What are you processing? What are the things that you need to kind of like review and also let go? So hopefully this speaks to you. But primarily this cranberry pear salad, I'm going to try and make it look just as delicious as they do in their picture. I feel like a lot of magazines I look through and I'm like, if I got to question myself, like, how many of you guys questioning yourselves? Here we go. So cranberry pear salad. It says it takes about an hour to make. Hopefully it does not. But we'll kind of see. It says it makes 10 cups. I cut this recipe in half because it's just the two of us. So we don't need all of this. But first and foremost, I want to kind of tell you, like, spiritually representing this salad, represents a lot of grounding. I have a little post-it I like write notes so I don't forget. Grounding, clarity, protection, and renewal. And cranberries are a purifier. Balsamic vinegar is a purifier. I didn't have any maple syrup, but I have honey. And honey and maple syrup are grounding pieces. Think of a tree. Think of how maple comes out of a tree. It's very grounding. It soothes. Honey does the same thing. It is a soothing agent. It's helping the process of letting go and moving forward, right? All right. And we have pears. I got red pears. I already washed my kale, but I got kale. And rosemary. It's like delicious, good looking rosemary. I had to get frozen cranberries. You may have fresh at your market. I didn't see any. A very large carrot. We're gonna have to grate this. Dried toasted almonds. And quinoa, but I got the quinoa brown rice mixture. This is a lot simple. I love this brand, Seeds of Change. It's really good quality. It tastes great. And full transparency, rice is like one of the hardest things for me to make. I know, it's kind of weird because most people can make it. I don't have a rice cooker. I literally cook on the stove in a pan and I struggle. It's gummy. I leave it alone and it's just still hard. I just got to work through this. So I buy this. Seeds of Change are great products. And so this is what we're going to add to the salad. But let's get it started. All right. So it says the first step, in a medium saucepan, combine cranberries, vinegar, maple syrup, and rosemary. Cook uncovered for 4 minutes. Let's do it. So we need to measure out cranberries. Got my saucepan. I'm going to do 1 cup of cranberries. Use your dry measuring cup to measure. All right. 1/4 cup balsamic. Get your liquid measuring cup. I'm going to need 1/4 cup. And I guess it doesn't matter to me. Just grab whatever balsamic vinegar speaks to you. I got an organic one. So 1/4 cup. Okay, we got our balsamic, 1/4 cup in the pan, and the maple syrup, which is honey. And you can convert honey and maple syrup to be the same conversion. So we need 2 tablespoons. Grab a little like a little spatula, and I clear it out. And chopped rosemary. Got it. Rosemary is a very, very good. Spiritually, it represents a lot of protection, but it also represents like clearing away things that need to go. That's what rosemary represents. So we only need 1 teaspoon fresh. So I'm only going to do a sprig and a half of fresh. I got my cutting board. I'm going to chop it up. I chop it really fine. You guys can see, probably not, but just chop it really fine. It says if you're using dried, use a 1/4 teaspoon dried. So it makes sense we're using more fresh than we would dry, because dry is more of a more impact. I would think it'd be the opposite, honestly. Rosemary reminds me of thyme. I mean, it's probably in the pan. Throw it in the pan. So basically we're cooking this on the stove until the cranberries pop. I'm gonna put it on medium-high heat. And I'm gonna stir this up. Alright, that's gonna let that cook. Next step, in a large bowl, combine kale and some vinegar. Got my kale. So peel it off, just grab it, pull it, keep it in a bunch, and carefully chop. Kale is all heart center. It's all heart. What's processing in your heart? Okay, drop it in the large bowl. Drop it in. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of my other. These haven't even boiled, so I haven't even. We gotta let these cook longer. All right, so now I'm adding a tablespoon of vinegar. And then I'm adding salt and pepper. I didn't measure it, but it looks like you need 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, 1/4 teaspoon of each. Just measure with your heart. You know what your tolerance is. I'm going to stir the cranberries before I get my hands dirty. Okay, hands are washed. Now we're going to massage the kale until it's glossy and tender. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this. Gaza. Just a little bit. It doesn't call for it, I realize that, but oil will help in the breaking down. So you're gonna be like, well, how do you know it's not glossy, Jen? You're gonna know when it's tender. You're gonna feel the difference from the crunchy kale to the soft mush. Not mush, but it's gonna be really soft. Think of this like, because kale is heart-centered and it's grounding. Think of this as massaging your heart. You know, we have walls around our hearts, and this is like a great invitation for us to just take a breather and reevaluate where we are in our hearts. It's kind of like squeezing it. Actually pretty good because it's kind of pillowy soft, but the volume will decrease as much as you're massaging it. Instead of it being a big heaping bowl, it's going to shrink. All right, combine the kale, oil, vinegar, salt and pepper, massage. All right, so once the cranberries, all right, this is good. Let me go wash my hands. I'm gonna go ahead and put this packet in the microwave. You just gotta get a little venting space for the heat. 90 seconds. It's 1:30. Cranberries are starting to come to a boil. So now we gotta cut the pears. It says thinly sliced, looks like. So I'm just gonna cut around the core of the pears. You can see that. Cut away the core. Okay, so it looks like, take your pears. That kind of thickness is what they're doing. So go ahead and chop up your pear, and then we're going to add it to the cranberry mixture, and the cranberries start to pop. Okay, rice quinoa is done. Let that cool down. Let me tell you, pears represent a lot of grounding as well, but they're bringing a lot of prosperity. They bring in the new, the harvest. So when you think of pears, just think of what do you want if you're craving a pear. Like, what are you trying to bring in? What are you trying to reveal? A lot of prosperity and good fortune with pear. All right, mixture is boiling. We're going to take our pears and add it in. We're just going to stir it up. Now, so stir the pears and then turn off the heat. Okay, so that is done. You set these up to the side. Now I'm going to grate our carrot. So peel it. This was going to be more in our sacral. And our sacral represents creation as well. So there could be a block in the creativity and something you just want to be revealed. Show me something, give me something. Literally, that was kind of a period of chunk of where I was in my winter months. Okay, now we're gonna grate the carrot. I'm gonna do the, let me look at the picture. Looks like small grate. Use a small grate. Grate up the carrot. Half a cup. Carrots also are good for processing that crunch, the chewing, the connection piece. Okay, carrot is tossed or grated. Okay, so stir in the quinoa, carrot, and almonds. In the quinoa we need 1 cup. Which actually might be just about this whole package. Yeah, so it's the package. Get your tongs. Two tablespoons of almonds. I'm going to eyeball. Toss them in. Now we shall put it on a platter. Let's platter up this beautiful salad. A plate. Whoops. And I'm going to serve this salad with a steak. And, believe it or not, steak represents anger or frustration. So, as you feel like you're looking for something you got to release, you may not be okay with whatever you may have to let go. So steak's kind of the aid in that. Kind of justifies, validates your feelings. Okay. That's how it looks. Now we're going to take the cranberries and pears. I'm going to get a slotted spoon. Take our mixture. We're just going to put it on top. That's how they kind of have it dressed. Okay. Took way less than an hour. Way less than an hour. But here it is. I'm going to add some toasted almonds. Get a little depth. Enjoy. I hope this salad speaks to you as much as the picture did. Enjoy.